Get those fangs ready because we're literally about to sink our teeth into every type of sim, and we're going to look at how it affects both our fabulous fanged drinker and our still fabulous sims that are being drunk from. That's right, today everyone gets to be fabulous. Before we get started, I will admit that the findings here are not going to change your life, and that I did expect a bit more overall. To start, let's look at exactly how vampire drinking affects regular sims. Vampires can compel or force sims to give them a small or deep drink. And if a vampire has a good relationship with a sim, then they can also ask for permission to drink from them. Compelling a sim for a small drink will see your vampire gain a happy +1 moodlet for 6 hours, and their thirst need will increase. As for the target sim, their energy need will be drained, and they'll gain a 12-hour uncomfortable +1 moodlet. When you compel for a deep drink, your vampire will gain more thirst, but the target sim's energy will be drained more and they'll also pass out. The uncomfortable moodlet will also be +2 and it will last for 24 hours. Sims who are nearby will also appear shocked when you compel for a small or deep drink. When you drink from a sim after having asked for permission, this is essentially the same as compelling for a small drink, but nearby sims won't be shocked. Also, if your vampire has the guilty drinker weakness, then compelling a sim for a drink gives a +50 tense moodlet for 4 hours, but drinking with permission won't activate this tense moodlet. Also keep in mind that occasionally your vampire will drink from a particularly tasty sim, giving them an additional happy +2 moodlet for 4 hours. It's now time to bring out the occults, and there's understandably a few that you cannot drink from. Yes, we're talking about ghosts, and there is simply no option to drink from them. And you might have wondered if our servo friends are in the same boat, and they absolutely are. Being made of steel, you cannot drink from them, not that you would really want to. The Jungle Adventure game pack also brings with it the temporary skeleton life state, which sims can turn into for a few hours or days by activating a Balamsoloth death relic on themselves. While a sim is a skeleton, they will be immune from being drunk from, with the option grayed out, as we're reminded that the sim doesn't have plasma at the moment. Also, a very quick note that vampires cannot drink from other vampires. Now enough about these sims who are immune to our powers. We're going to take a look at werewolves next, and vampires and werewolves are sworn enemies. When a vampire drinks from a werewolf, they'll be given an angry +3 moodlet for 2 hours, whereby they'll be fuming for having drunk disgusting dog water. Also, while their thirst need will increase, they won't gain a happy moodlet. The werewolf they drank from will get the usual uncomfortable moodlet and have a bit of energy drained. Note that this is consistent across both a werewolf in their human state and a werewolf that's in their transformed state. That being said, you can't drink plasma from a werewolf who is currently on a rampage. Next up, we're looking at drinking from possessed sims, which can be found in Strangerville when the mother plant is having a great time making things weird. These sims will walk around looking literally horrifying, but somehow still looking like they're living their best lives. Try to talk to a possessed sim, and then try and snap them out of their weirdness, and if successful, you can then drink from that sim. Doing so will actually make your own vampire sim possessed for 3 hours, whereby they'll become very hard to control and may even give you deja vu back to your worst nightmares. The great thing about being possessed is that it maxes all of your sim's needs. So it's great if your vampire's needs are super low, and it can also just be a little bit of fun. Now I'm sure you're all very excited for what's coming next, but maybe don't be. Drinking from plant sims, well, it's exactly the same as drinking from regular sims, and the same can be said for aliens too. And to cover all of my bases, I also had a vampire drink from a half alien, and yes, they are also treated like a regular sim. I'm sad to say that drinking from mermaids has no standout moodlets or features too, and it is also the same as drinking from a regular sim. I was really holding out for some moodlet that would at least let my vampire swim super fast for a short while. And finally, we need to talk about spellcasters. You might have guessed, but yes, drinking from them is like drinking from a regular sim as well. Definitely a missed opportunity here, like they could have given vampires a temporary power for a short time after drinking from them. And with that, we're at the end. That's what happens when a vampire drinks from every type of sim in The Sims 4. If you enjoyed or found this helpful, then please subscribe and leave a like. I would really appreciate it, and have an amazing day. See you later.